First of all, I wanted to thank you, Lily, Michael, Torsten, and the whole Collabora team for having us here in Hamburg these 2 days. It's a great opportunity here. I'm really grateful being part of cool days this year. So I'm Victor. I'm product manager at Zendis for openDesk. And me and my team, we are building a product which will change the way public administrations are supposed to work. Oops. So I guess it's late afternoon already. We're all sitting around, so let's get a bit active and please raise your arms. Who of you heard of openDesk? Cool, great. Quite some people here. So openDesk is a sovereign workspace solution which integrates well-established open source components to a suite for collaboration, communication, knowledge management, and project management. And I guess some of the tools which we integrate are also here in the room today, so also welcome for you here. So I won't talk today about sales pitch for openDesk. It's more taking you on a journey on openDesk and our learnings which we did through the last 2 years. So Zendis was founded in 2022, and as it's typical for public administrations, just 1.5 years later, the first employee started at Zendis on January 2024. 3 months later, we took over openDesk as a project from the Federal Ministry for Interior, and then in September, finally, I could join Zendis, and in October then, we launched openDesk as a product in version 1.0. It was really amazing to see how many people are interested in openDesk and how people reacted on openDesk. So 1 year later, October 2025, last year, we got even more power. So the political mandate around openDesk got confirmed. And how did it was confirmed? The Federal Minister for Digitalization launched his modernization agenda for the federal state and for all federal states and the federal government. And this stated clear a rollout plan for openDesk or for a sovereign workspace solution within the next 2 years. For us, a clear task and a lot of homework to do. How to build such a product, a real product, from an open source ecosystem, and that at scale. So to understand this question, we have to get to know Zendis a bit. 2 facts about Zendis. First, it's an acronym, Center for Digital Sovereignty, no. Center for Digital Sovereignty for the Public Administration. So it's something bureaucrats in Germany really love. It's fantastic and it's really descriptive. It just tells you what we do. And second fact about Zendis, we are a public company, but we are 100% owned by the federal government. And with this, we have 2 roles actually. We are, on the one hand, close to the public administrations out there, but on the other hand, we have also strong relations to the open source ecosystem. And our role is to connect those 2 worlds. With that in mind, we understood already a lot, and we have kind of a good political backing at the moment. We have we have our product, special type of product, and we have our special type of company. Everything a bit unusual, right? So I will take you now on to my learnings, my 3 key learnings from the last 1.5 years at Zendis and being in such a special spot. Learning 1. It's aligning partners is hard. So, I don't know, most of you know being in a relationship with just another person is from time to time quite hard. And now I ask you, imagine there's not just one partner, there are 12 of them, and it's not just 12 person, but 12 organizations. And that's our job. Then, on the other hand, aligning with the public administrations and with the political institutions. Last year, we elected a new government in Germany, and we as Zendis managed to be written down in the coalition treaty as one of the few organizations from the federal government. What a success. And third, that's internal problems. Just recently, exactly three weeks ago, we appointed our 6th CEO at Zendis within a history of the company of 2 years. So also a lot of work to do there. Second learning, focus over features. What does that mean? So if you build a Microsoft 365 alternative, you're immediately in the spotlight. Spotlight, again, like here today. And spotlight makes a lot of light. Light is bright, and being bright light is the danger of being blind. Being blind, you lose focus. So it's a real hard work not to lose that focus. And how do you don't lose that focus? Focus on your market, focus on your users' needs. And that's what we try when we build openDesk. Also, it's hard on the way to learn that probably when you focus, you have to say several times more no than you can say yes. And this is something people around you won't like. Third learning. I got a bit inspired by looking on the island, the digital, it's the governmental digital services from the UK, to your home country, Collabora, and they have a clear mission which states strategy is delivery. And that's for us also our clear ambition, our clear mission. Public administration loves to talk, to write papers, to rewrite the paper, to plan, to replan, to talk again, and so on and so forth. But we at Zendis, we want to deliver, and that's our mission. And what did we deliver so far? We deliver openDesk, and I brought to you here 3 use cases of openDesk. So openDesk, one platform, but many types on how to use openDesk. We have the Federal Institute for Healthcare who's using openDesk as a collaboration and communication platform across the whole public healthcare sector. We have the teachers in Baden-Württemberg. They use openDesk as their daily workspace. And last but not least here, I brought to you the Ministerpräsidentenkonferenz, 16 head of states with 16 IT infrastructures. They needed a 17th one to finally start collaborating digitally. So, but we didn't stop yet, and that's not all. We are continuing, and so let's have a look on where we are heading. We consolidate and we build an openDesk platform. We open up our ecosystem, which we are working in today, and our biggest ambition is to scale beyond Germany and also to scale across Europe. That's our task, that's our mission for the next months and year. Quite exciting. But scaling doesn't work alone. And for being at the spot where we are here or where we now just doesn't work alone, and there we need partners. And one of those partners is Collabora. So also being a partner in a relationship is never a one-way road. It's always a two-way road. So we as Zendesk, we can provide direction, we can provide funding. Collabora delivers, Collabora crafts. And for us, that's really, really important because the role of Collabora is mission critical. And you are the ones who are at the spot where integration has to work, because when someone opens openDesk and they can continue working with their beloved spreadsheet they were working with for the last 20 years, they also will love openDesk. So, how to conclude my talk? How to turn an open source ecosystem into a real product at scale. 3 learnings from my side. Find your focus. First, deliver the product, and then finally you need partners. Build strong and long-lasting relationship with your partners. Thank you.